Now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Monday night edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, where you, as always, make the call at 412-575-2600. On Twitter, it's at KDPomp, at RonCookPG. You can Snapchat, too, if you want, at BPompiani. We have a lot going on, and coming off of the Super Bowl, which we'll get into in depth. But first, I'm going to start with the return of Marc-Andre Fleury, because he arrived today coming off a win yesterday in Washington. They beat the Capitals. It was number 390 in the win column for Fleury. That moves him ahead of Dominik Hasek, 13th place all-time. He's one of the leaders in goals against at 184, save percentage 939. Ron, I know he's one of your favorites. He's one of my favorites. He's just one of those guys who you just love to root for. And, boy, he could not have gotten to a better team, as it turned out, than the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, they went into today only 1 point behind Tampa for the best record in the league. Fleury, Carter Hutton of St. Louis has the best save percentage and the best goals against. Fleury is number 2 in both categories. As you said, 390 wins. Bob, and I get the win totals are a little inflated these days because there are no ties anymore. There's wins in either a shootout or overtime, so that inflates the win total. But I think he's headed to the Hall of Fame. I really do. He has a chance to climb in the top 5 all-time in wins. Nice to see him doing well out there. Worried about him earlier in the year because he missed 2 months with a concussion. But is back and playing great. I can't wait for tomorrow night. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun there, whole lot of emotion there in the building tomorrow night.
And a busy day for Marc-Andre because he's going to get a Stanley Cup ring and then an emotional tribute, which I think will be the best one of anyone we've seen. Plus the fans, I would imagine they're going to be a long – and if this happens during the game when he's in goal, it's going to be tough for him to concentrate, I would imagine. It's going to be a tough
Well, it is going to happen in game because they always do it at the first TV timeout, and he's going to be on the ice, and I expect the ovation to be long and warm, and Pittsburgh will kind of wrap its arms around him one last time. Maybe it'll never be like this coming back again. You know, the first time, there's only one first time, so it should be a fun night. And I wonder what the kid in the other end of the rink thinks. That's what I wrote about for tomorrow in the PG. But, you know, love Fleury, but don't forget Murray. He's pretty good, too. And yeah. I'm still shocked that some people think they should have kept Fleury and let Murray go. Just the timing, the money, and also the age difference. And plus the fact Murray's won 2 Stanley Cups. I think the Penguins kept the right guy, and Fleury ended up in a great spot.
Yeah, and it made no sense to do anything other than that. They have Jari coming on. They knew he was potentially a franchise type of goalie. Then they drafted Gustafsson. They had a lot of guys there, and they had to make way for those guys to play, and Fleury is 10 years older. So should be a heck of an atmosphere tomorrow night. Looking forward to that game against the Golden Knights. Who knows? Who would have thought we'd sit here on February 5th and say this could be a Stanley Cup preview? But it could be. Now, on to the Super Bowl. And what a night of offense. If you liked offense, who would have thought over 1,100 yards of offense? That's exactly what you got. And Bill Belichick was outcoached by Doug Peterson, who out-Belichicked him, Ron, in many different ways. I thought the 2 fourth-down calls were genius by the non-genius.
Well, yeah, they converted them. When you convert them, they're always good calls, right? The one at the goal line, the trick play, the pass to Foles just was wide open, spectacular. And the 4th down play, you know, the Foles and Ertz had to make that make it work, and they did. You know, got about 3 yards on 4th and 2. The only thing I didn't like what Peterson did, I didn't like him going for 2 in the first quarter.
No, chasing points.
After it was 15-3. You know, kick the point and take it. Other than that, I thought he did a great job. I expected Belichick and New England to adjust at halftime. They really never did figure out how to stop that Philadelphia offense. Not that Philadelphia could stop them either. And you just don't expect Brady to lose a fumble late in the game like that.
And here's a question we'll be talking about as we go to break. Get Ron's opinion, and I like yours as well at 412-575-2600. Did Belichick cost himself a chance to win by benching his best defensive back? Malcolm Butler did not play. And it looked like he was going to play because he played 97% of snaps all season long. And for whatever reason, he didn't. We'll talk about that and more. You can join the conversation at 412-575-2600 or right here live on Pittsburgh's CW.